Hello and welcome to Integrative Wisdom Tuesday. So that's right, today is a Tuesday as we're doing this video. And so we're going to be talking about the 4-in-1 system of healing that Integrative Wisdom offers. I'm Verna Fisher. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that we in the West may not know that much about. It comes from Eastern tradition. So that is the chakra system. And the chakra system has a lot of depth to it. And we're not going to go into that, obviously, because I'm always saying that I try to keep these videos short. It's to let you think about this and see if it's something that you're interested in and that you would like to know more about. And then you can either ask questions or you can go and Google or whatever we do these days. Bing it. Anyway, the chakra system. And what I have found useful about this is that it can give us information that our ego mind might be hiding from us because it wants to protect us and it doesn't think that we can handle whatever is going on. So the chakra system basically says that within our body, which we are energy beings, we are beings of light. That's true, by the way. That's not a supposition. Think about all of the tests that we go through that have to do with electricity and that idea of energy flowing through our body. So in the chakra system, basic chakras, there are 7, and they start at the base of the body, the root chakra, which is down here. Then right below your belly button is your sacral chakra. Right at your breastbone, below your heart, is the sacral chakra. I just said that. Solar plexus, right there. Heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, which you may have seen in Eastern tradition. A lot of traditions will have a bindi there, a little spot to help them remember their inner knowing, and then the crown chakra. And so each of these they call them wheels of light or wheels of energy, and they're kind of connected to the backbone, the spine, and they have a movement to them. They call it a wheel, kind of, sort of. And again, don't get stuck on my description because I'm not an expert, like I said. But I have found it helpful in the coaching that I do when I work with individuals and they have something that's been bothering them and they just kind of don't know how to get through. I will have them do this exercise where they get quiet, they put their feet on the floor, they close their eyes, and I have them go through sensing their body and where they, when they think of this issue, where they feel something a little bit different than normal, whether it's a tightness or butterflies or whatever it might be, and we can work in that area. Some people will use pendulum. They see if the pendulum flows, very well, then the energy is flowing. Some people will do that. So a lot of different ways to approach this. Because integrative wisdom is about learning to know oneself better, I have a tendency to work with people so that they can practice and learn how to do this on their own. And so having them sense the different sensations through their body, and then we can go to that particular area and say, okay, so here's the issue. So how do you think that fits with your heart, let's say, or with your throat? For example, a lot of times people may end up not feeling safe to share what they're thinking or what they know to be true because they don't want to be judged by others. And so they end up having, sore throats a lot, or they have sluggish, just like can't get it out. And so sometimes that's where the coaching needs to happen, is how can I feel safe enough to speak up and tell people what I need to tell them? Okay. Or Conversely, there may be too much energy going on in there, and you're always constantly telling people what you think. And so it may be that then needs to be soothed so that you don't have to always feel that you're throwing, you have to always be badgering others, we could say, because it works both ways, right? Too much energy in a chakra, not enough, where we need to bolster that. So I have this little chart that I'm looking at that's behind the phone camera, and I'm going to have a picture of that out. But I really like the way it's called the Wheel of Wholeness, and it has not only the chakra, but the color that's related to it, illnesses that can happen in the body. It's connected to the endocrine system. And so this, again, is a part of the immune system and how we can bolster that, especially during rough times. It also has basic needs and spiritual aspect. And so what I wanted to share with you is the spiritual aspect, because, again, integrative wisdom is a 4-in-1. So it's not just the physical, it's not just the mental, I can work my way through it. It's also this aspect of being connected to something beyond ourselves, whatever people will identify that as. So the base chakra, or the root chakra, is self-awareness. The sacral chakra, which again is right below the belly button, self-respect. The solar plexus, which is right here, your self-worth. And the color for self-worth in the solar plexus is yellow. And so there are times when we doubt ourselves a lot, and color has vibration, that it is vibration. And so, big presentation, if you're kind of doubting yourself, yellow, maybe that's the color I need to wear. People will call this woo-woo. And I like Colette Baron-Reed. She says, today's your 11 seconds of woo-woo or whatever. She claims it, So there you go, our woo-woo. Heart chakra. Self-love. Self-love. Yep. If we aren't able to give love to ourselves, how can we give it to another? Good point. Throat chakra, self-expression. Again, some people may be too expressive and they need to kind of soothe that. We're okay. We don't always have to be telling people what we think. We can let other people tell us. We can work back and forth together. Third eye, self-responsibility. And boy, is that not a key element of integrative wisdom? Self-responsibility. So much of our lives, we're looking out and seeing what other people are doing, that if they would only stop, my life would be so much better, right? If they would only listen to me, life would be so much better. So taking responsibility for oneself and recognizing that other people, that's their job. They have to do that too. So that's here. And lastly, the crown chakra. Some people say it's kind of like up here. There's a whole lot of energy up here. If you ever take your hands, and this is some of the energy work with integrative wisdom, having studied Reiki and becoming a Reiki master, when you put your hands over your head, you may begin to feel that energy flowing out of the top of your head. Okay, so it's a connection, it's a continuation, and that is the spiritual aspect is self-knowing. So self-awareness, self-respect, self-worth, self-love, self-expression, self-responsibility, and self-knowing. Who would have thought that the chakra system would be so involved with helping us know ourselves better, helping us to know ourselves better. So that's your basic integrative wisdom for this week, which was May 4th to May 8th. Happy, today is, as I'm doing this video, it is, as we say here in especially Southern California, Cinco de Mayo. Maybe there's going to be a lot of margaritas made from home today. I don't really know, or cerveza. At any rate, I hope that your week is going well. I hope that you'll take a look at the chakra system. Again, it's a really valid, good way to incorporate wellness into your practice, to begin to understand where your motivation might be coming from, and how to soothe those places within this energetic body that can help you be more who you're called to be, more who you were born to be. So hopefully that's interesting and that you will get something from it. I send you, as always, lots and lots of love. Thanks a lot, guys.